Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, you guys. What the heck actually happened last time? Oh, it was such an episode, you guys. It was such an episode. Everything really hit the fan last time. Some of it was a little bit, I won't say easier to process, but like, since we know where everything's going and where everyone ends up, some of it was a little bit easier to get through than other parts of it, obviously. But dang, it was a wild, wild episode. So I'll just kind of briefly get into it and mention a couple things that I've learned since last week. Before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. That means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me out a whole lot, and it helps my channel, so thank you in advance for that. Alright guys, so where we left off, Gojo had been, it looked like he had been killed. Like, we know that's not what it is, or at least, like, none of it's going to stick, but, like, it was a brutal scene to watch. And it was insane to see someone with no curse energy completely just own the situation that way. Like, I'm not sure what the story is here. I do know, and I was thinking of this, but I didn't mention it. You guys have mentioned it, like, in the comments and everything, that, like, we know he's from the Zenin clan, and we know how they treat, because, you know, we know already how they treat people without cursed energy. So, like, I can only really imagine, like, maybe how much harder you train, I guess. I don't know. But, like, whatever's going on, he is, like, super powered up. It's crazy. And just seeing him take out Gojo like that was just, it was too much. It was too much. But at least we know that, like, somehow Gojo's gonna come out of it. I never saw it coming with Riko. That sweet, heartfelt scene just, like, interrupted by the headshot. Like, it took all of my breath away. It's devastating. It's devastating to think that, like, she had chosen to, like, live her life as her as that happened. I don't know if this is what has impact on Geto's future decisions, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. That, by the way, at the end, it was not Tengen coming out. It was one of his curses. I got confused. Sorry, you know how I get. But I don't know, like, what's going to happen now with Tengen because of this, the vessel situation. But, I mean, it was just, I mean, talk about your heart falling into your feet over, like, her just getting shot. Like, that was just, it was so brutal. It was cold. The whole episode just had, like, they just ramped it up from, like, I mean, which is weird, because we start out with, like, skipping over this big fight to go and save, I can't remember her name again. But then I remember feeling like, wow, we really just skipped that? Like, that can't be right. Oh, they made up for it. They made up for it, all right. So yeah, guys, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I have so many questions, and, this is I think the next episode is the last recap, or not, I keep saying recap, prequel episode. So, like, whatever's gonna happen, we are about to wrap it up. And then we're gonna head into the actual recap eps before we move on to, like, picking up where we left off last season. So guys, I am just, like, I'm still, like, shook from last week's episode. I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know where we're going, but I am very, very curious, excited, and also, like, very nervous to just be along for the ride. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's do this. Oh my god. This is gonna be really something of a fight. What is even... Oh, okay, wow. Got rid of that one, too. I mean, that's impressive. I don't like him, but it's impressive. Yep. We know that from last episode, too. And he's over on them. That's why he was putting the... Okay, that's why he was putting it away in the... Oh! That is very, very gross. That is one way to do it, I guess. Yeah. That's why he's telling us the whole thing, yeah. Footprints? Yeah, like good old-fashioned footprints. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So he doesn't know. I just feel like Toji is just, like, on another level. He's just gonna see, like, all of it coming. Whoa. So much for this, like, inner sanctum place, too, that we're just, like, wrecking. He's pretty powerful. Whoa. Whoa. It just slashed right through it. Wow. Oh. Oh! Oh! What? Okay, I don't know what's happening now, but I don't like it. So is Geto just bringing out all the... Yeah, like any curse he can. Oh! Oh! Okay, so they just get straight up absorbed. He's gonna absorb his... That's a good idea. Is it gonna work? No! What? Why, though? Ugh! Oh! That might come up later. Oh! Oh my god. Did he, like... He literally just remembered what he named his kid. He literally just remembered, like, oh my god, I have a kid. Oh, he... Oh. Interesting. So this has been going on a while. Okay, interesting. So... Wow. What are they gonna do with the body? Oh, Riko. I mean, yeah, like, what is... Oh, they're like, we're good with it as long as he remains pure. Okay. No, I'm not laughing. Not after that. Not after watching it. No, I'm not laughing at anything this man does. Hmm. Oh, take him somewhere nice. Oh, okay. No, not spend any more time together. So they had that whole thing planned out. Like they were planning to spare her. They wanted them to have to take the plane. There we go. There we go. Oh my lord, I don't know how he's even standing right now. Oh my lord. Smart. Wow. Oh my, he's on another level right now. He gets it. He gets it. He's all bloody. How can he possibly? Oh, he's not okay right now, like in more ways than one. But you know what? I feel like he had like the realization. He gets it. He gets it on another level now. Well, I feel like he's in God mode now. That's now we're gonna be able to pull it off. That was it. That was the turning point. That was the turning point. He finally got it. Whoa. He's like, he seriously is like on another level now. I don't even know what exactly is happening, but that's the neutral application. Amplified. Okay. And repel. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't... Something's definitely going on. I wouldn't get too overconfident. Oh! Yeah, no, he's guys, he has ascended. He has ascended to like a whole other plane of existence. Oh. He's like in a different state. Wow. He's seeing the world in a whole new light. He's really seeing a lot of the beauty in the world, which is, it's quite a time to be doing it, but... Wow. Oh. Yeah, enough. You have many people knowing about it. Is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do? Yep. Purple. Purple. We're seeing the first purple that he did. Yep. Yeah. Yep. He had something to prove. Hmm. Oh! Oh my God. It was still in there. It was still in there. And he's thinking of his son. In his last moments, he's thinking of him. He's gonna ask him to... Yeah. Because I was wondering how we got from here to there. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Is he going to... He couldn't absorb it before. I wonder why. What? What? Oh, he just came back. Wow. Wow. So it's on its way out. He's thinking, I think I'd like just to do it. He's still hanging on to those ideals of just, wow! Oh man, you guys! I'm just like stunned by that episode. None of that went how I thought it would. Wow. I just like, I was already surprised that like the way in which Toji got taken out, because there was a very like, it wasn't like an anger, revenge kind of anything. And it's very interesting too, what I was going to say before the after credits scene came up, was that it's interesting that like now that I'm thinking back on it, and I'll look back when I'm watching it, when I'm syncing everything up too. But if you look back on how Toji was going back and forth between like, something's definitely not right here. No, it's fine. You could tell that like he knows deep down that like he should not be stepping into this battle. But it was like that pride, that like, that feeling that he got from, you know, just having been like one of the rejects of the Zenin clan. He couldn't stand to not try to like prove a point. Which I know, and like I said going into this, like I know it probably sucked being in that clan, like having no curse energy. So I'm sure he felt like he had like, there was a lot of issues that I think that even he didn't realize he still was having. But dang, like that whole last scene of him just like thinking of Megami and everything, thinking of his son, and so I guess he just forgot his name. He didn't like actually forget that he had him. And with his last words kind of saying like, hey, this is what's gonna happen, do what you're gonna do with this information. It was just not what I was expecting when he got taken out, you know? Like I was hoping that like we'd get some revenge for what happened to Riko, but like that was definitely a much different tone. And a very, very well done scene. And the first time, I guess, that Gojo uses the purple, the combination. It is interesting to me that this experience is kind of what made him sort of have this like realization of how it all works and how it all comes together and how to use his abilities. So I guess in a way, it's kind of a good thing that he got beaten down so much, even though it was absolutely brutal to watch. But it amazes me that Geto is still out here with like, he's still, after all this, I'm like, I just cannot imagine like how he's going to end up where we see him end up. Because he's still like, no, like it is still important for a Jujutsu sorcerer to not just to have a reason, like not just go out because you're angry and take people out. And that just kind of like blows my mind, especially when we have Gojo standing here like, kind of just like, you know what, I'm in no mood and I could really seriously just blow off some steam by just taking all of these people out right now. Like, I kind of don't even care if they deserve it or not. Or maybe not deserve it, but if they're, like, mainly responsible for Riko's death or not. But at least we got back her body. That's just, like, that is so heartbreaking. Just the way that all happened. And, like, I'm sure that at some point it will have an impact on Geto. Like, I'm sure that even if this isn't, like, the turning point, maybe it's, like, a buildup of stuff. You know what I mean? But, wow. Dang, guys! That was intense! That was an intense episode. It was intense, not in the way I thought it would be. It had kind of a ethereal intensity. And so we don't have to worry, it sounds like we don't have to worry too much about the Star religious group, like they're already kind of, so let me get this straight. They have been around since the time when Tengen was kind of putting together the whole Jujutsu concept, the Jujutsu sorcery concept. And they ended up worshiping Tengen, and that's why they thought that, like, she was going to, like, add impurities or something to him. But here's a question of what is Tengen going to do? Because I'm not really, like, I was happy when she said she wanted to go live her own life. But just practically speaking, what does this mean now for Tengen? Like, does this mean that he's going to, like, lose himself or whatever? Like, I don't know. It sounded like if he didn't go through with this process, he was eventually just kind of not going to be completely himself anymore. I'm still not totally clear on, like, I feel like they're kind of slowly unfolding the story about Tengen. Like, they didn't come out and give us the whole thing at once. So I'm probably not meant to, like, understand everything, but I'm still, like, really curious now to, like, where we go from here. Because they do, like, he's still around. They do mention Tengen in season 1, like, not a lot, but, like, he's still there. So yeah, I can only imagine what's going on there. Wow, guys. Like, just seeing the effects that this had on both Gojo and Geto. Both on, like, their mental state and also just on, like, their abilities and understanding, particularly Gojo, and just, like, how this really ascended him into, like, another level. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, that does kind of bridge the gap, too, of kind of finding out more about how exactly Gojo came to, we knew that he had, like, stopped Megumi from being sold to the Zenin clan, but, like, we didn't really have any other, like, context or details for it until now. So, wow. Wow. Just wow. That was, it was such a good episode. It was such a good episode. It was, like, it was very intense on, like, a very different level of intensity. All right, guys. So next time is the last prequel ep. And then we'll have the 2 recap eps. And then we're going on to marching forward with the rest of the season, I guess. The rest of the story from last time. So, wow. Great episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Like, I'm still trying to process it. I feel like this is one that, like, in editing, I will probably solidify my understanding even more. It's kind of it's always kind of tough for me on a first time watch of a show like this to really, like, completely absorb everything. So I'm sure that once I'm able to, like, fully process all of it, it's gonna leave even more of an impression. But I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please don't leave me now, because I have a feeling, like, the next one being premature death, like us dealing with the actual fallout of the whole Riko situation and wrapping up this arc. Oh, I don't want to go through that alone. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. bye for now, guys.